Morning everybody, Mr. Ron back again, and today we're going to have a little look at fractions, because we've already thought about fractions a few times, but today we're going to think about how we calculate fractions of numbers. So I want to show you a quick reminder of how we do it, and then we're going to look at some slightly more tricky questions to get our brains working today. So I've written here 1/4 of 12 equals 3. So I've worked out that 1/4 of 12 equals 3. Now, to work out a fraction of a number, in this case we need to find what 1/4 is worth. You simply divide your number, your whole, by the denominator of the fraction. So in this case, I want to take my 12 and I want to split it into 4 equal pieces. So if I do 12 divided by 4, I know that that is 3. So each of my quarters here, this is a quarter, this is a quarter, this is a quarter, and this is a quarter. Each of those is worth 3. So if I want 1/4, because my numerator is 1, then I know that the answer is 3. Now, if I was looking for 3/4 of 12, I would go about it in the same way. I would use, I'll just get rid of that, looks like a decimal point. I would use my division knowledge first. I would divide 12 by my numerator. My denominator, beg your pardon. I need to split it into this many equal pieces, and they are each worth 3. But now I want to know what 3 of those quarters is worth. So there's 1/4. I need 3 of them. So I need this one, and I need this one, and I need this one. So I've got 3 and 3 and another 3. So I could add them, or I could do 3 multiplied by each of the 3's. 3 multiplied by 3 means that 3/4 of 12 is 9. So that's how we've calculate a fraction of number. We've done this lots and lots of times before, but I'm going to put some slightly trickier ones on here now, and we're going to have a look at how we would calculate them. So, first one. There's our first one, 4/5 of 60. So, let's have a think. So the first thing we do is we take our whole, in this case 60, and we divide by 5, don't we? Now we don't need to do a written calculation for this, so let's have a think. 60 divided by 5, like using my tables knowledge and my division knowledge, what's that? That's right, 60 divided by 5 is 12. So I know that every fifth of my fraction is 12. If I have, I'll draw my bar again to show you. If I have my 60 there, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal pieces, I know that each one of those is worth 12, like so. But I don't want just 1/5 of my 5 equal pieces, I want 4 of them. So again, I need to do, 4 lots of 12. So 4 multiplied by 12, 4 times 12, or 12 times 4. Use the tables knowledge that helps you, because they work both ways. That's it, 4 times 12 is 48. So 4/5 of 60 is 48. Okay, let's look at a slightly more tricky one. Okay, now getting into some slightly larger numbers. Now my whole is 880, and I want to know what 3/8 are worth. So remember, we divide by the denominator, and then if we need to, we multiply our answer by the numerator. So have a little go at that, and then I'll go through this one in a moment with you. Okay, so let's have a think. Now, 880 divided by 8. Now, is there any tables knowledge I can use, any facts I can use that can help me? Rather, so I don't have to do a big long written division calculation. Let's have a think. So 8 into 880, let's have a look. Well, 8 and 88, I know that 88 can be divided by 8, can't it? So 88 divided by 8, I'll write that again. 88 divided by 8 is, that's right, it's 11, but I've got 880. So if you see, 880 is 10 times bigger than 88. So if the number I began with was 10 times bigger, what do I need to do to my answer? Here. That's right, I make that 10 times bigger. So 11, 10 times bigger than 11 is 110. So I know that one of my eighths is worth 110. But I need 3 of my eighths. So what do I need to do with my 110? That's correct. I do 110 and I multiply it by 3. So again, we can do this quite quickly, can't we? What's 100 times by 3? 300, obviously. And then what's 10 times by 3? 30. So put that together and we have 330. So there we go. So when we're working out, when we're calculating a fraction of a number, we always divide by the denominator and then multiply by the numerator. So there's how we do that. Now, a little challenge for you to go away and think about now that we've reminded. See if you can find something in the house. It might be something silly like a shopping receipt. Maybe a grown-up's been shopping and they've come home with a receipt. Maybe you could work out a fraction of the amount that was spent at the shops or something like that. So there's your kind of reminder on how to calculate fractions of numbers. And see if there's some numbers around the house that you can find and you might be able to calculate some fractions of those. Okay, I'll see you again soon for some more. Take care, bye.